Hey everybody, AZ Badfish here. Welcome back to PrimeFools. Man, I have been exploring for hours, you guys. Take a look, just a quick look at the journey map. I've basically started from my base and just picked a random direction and pretty much headed in that general direction for a very long time until I basically felt like going a different direction. I've done northeast, I've done southeast, and I've done northwest in this trip. And for all three of those, I've ended the destination with a waystone, so I can go back to the furthest in that direction that I've been. But yeah, so yeah, I saw a whole bunch of stuff on my trip out there. I was mainly looking for pets and Hermitrons, and apparently in this new version 2.4, Inventory Pets has got these new underwater sand rooms with a chest in them, and I found these things everywhere. I found there are tons of them. It's pretty neat. There's pets, there's sponges, but I think it's a bit broken. They seem to be spawning all over the place. I even have a screenshot at one point where I could see 4 of them at once, and that was not an uncommon thing. So that was pretty crazy. I also ran across this really crazy house. I wasn't really sure what it was all about, what it was supposed to be. There was weird like redstone torches and player heads inside, chests all around with cobwebs and stuff. I don't know, it's very strange. I took some of the heads and some of the redstone torches, of course, because that's good stuff. Also, I think Minimoo is doing stuff for Halloween because they had all kinds of weird Halloween cows that were like hostile mobs, and then named mini-moo cows that did and said different things and like drop dungeon loot and stuff. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I wasn't really sure what to make of them. I tried picking them up, but I couldn't. So yeah, just only other thing left to do with them, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I was out searching for Hermitrons and for pets, and I found a bunch of all of those things. Hermitrons, you guys, I think I might be the only guy on the server worrying about Hermitrons. I think most people, when they find the case, they're just trashing the Hermitrons. But I've been saving mine, you guys. I've been saving mine because I gotta be honest with you. I'm a pretty big Rendog fan, and when he created this game in Hermitcraft Season 4, I was insanely jealous of the hermits in that season because I thought it was a really, really cool game, and I was, obviously nobody in their right mind is really going to recreate that, right? It's an insane amount of work to create these shulker boxes and create these items and place them out in the world every single week for people to find. You got to do a whole bunch of them. It was pretty insane. So I thought, I was jealous of them because I was like, nobody in the world is ever going to get to play this other than these guys playing on this server right now. And then, of course, the modded community comes to my rescue. And check this out, man. I've got so many Hermitrons, and I wanted to show you guys that I've actually got a complete set already. My Beta Tribe 3, I've got a complete set here, and I've got another Mythic here for Beta Tribe 6. So that is doing pretty good. I think I actually want to work on a more official Hermitron area. We might even do something later with it, but for now, I kind of want to build up this pad over here and add the Hermitron stuff there officially, so I don't have to do this anymore. But yeah, so to show you guys, I've got this double chest pet, and this is what I found on my journey while I was out. A whole bunch of Hermitrons, and I think I might be close to completing that second set. I might have the one I need in there. I found a couple of mini moves that I didn't have. These pets, man, some of these are pretty sweet. Like I've decided to carry this ocelot pet, which gives me night vision and scares away creepers. And since it scares away creepers, I figure I only need this immune to explosion one for specific circumstances, like maybe I'm fighting a wither or something like that. This brewing stand guy, an apple one, spam toss, something, pile driver. I have no idea what some of this stuff is, but these are all pretty cool. These pets sorted out, and I think I'll just go ahead and for now put all of these pets over here. I know they're not all gonna fit in here, obviously, but let me get these guys sorted out. Yeah, this is a much better solution. I like these crystal chests that you can see through from the outside. It's pretty cool. So yeah, looking at these pets, I've actually got a whole lot of them. I got the 20 pet achievement. I got the achievement for all of the peaceful ones, I believe, right? Yeah, so like the ocelots and the sheep and stuff, all these peaceful. I have all of the peaceful pets, so I got an achievement. Yeah, these are pretty cool. I would definitely like to go and try to get some of these legendaries and special ones. I do have this pufferfish one, which is a legendary, but it doesn't really do that much. I guess it gives me thorns and makes me poisonous, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, these pets are pretty sweet. Alright, now I guess I'll go sort out all those Hermitrons. Hey guys, I just realized I've not been recording this whole time, so I don't know how much I have gone over, but quickly, the Hermitrons are no longer in these chests here. I have moved them. They are now split up between the alpha versions and the beta versions between these gold chests because I can fit 9 tribes. Unfortunately, the alpha set actually has 10 tribes. It's 0 through 9, as you can see there. But the beta only has 0 through 8, so it'll all fit in there. Anyways, if you didn't know that, maybe you're not familiar with Hermitcraft. Somehow, I doubt it, but maybe you didn't follow the hermits that played. I don't know. But just in case you're not, Hermitron is basically just a collectible game created by Rendog. He did it all manually himself, and now we've got this mod that does it for us. It's pretty sweet. So you go out in the world, you find these Hermitron cases that work just like shulker boxes. They're surrounded by glass, and in it are these Hermitron things. And they're just a collectible thing. Think of it like a collectible card or something like that. That's all it's for. And you get these dudes, and yeah, you separate them. There's different versions, as I mentioned, and inside each version there's different tribes. As I said, the 0 through 9 for alpha. Again, 9's in the other case. And then each tribe has 3 commons, 3 uncommons, and then 2 rares and a mythic, which, as you can see, I don't have any of the mythics for the alpha version. And I want to point out that this slot right here is empty. But I had one of these. I don't know if you guys playing this pack have noticed weird inventory shenanigans going on where, like, I've had it where sometimes I duplicate an item, sometimes the item stays, a lot of times the item just disappears, but sometimes legit items disappear. It's weird. I think I lost some of these uncommons because I know for a fact that I had all of the commons and uncommons, and now I'm missing a whole bit of uncommons from the alpha version tribe number 1. So that kind of stinks. But if we look over here in the beta version, I actually had 2 completed sets, and I already recorded this once. As you can see, I've got a completed set here for beta tribe 3, which was this one. But beta tribe 6, now that I'm recording, I can show you how this works. It's kind of cool. So basically, in the Hermitcraft season, they would have Rendog built this huge, awesome Hermitron halls where all the hermits came in and they built their plots, which was basically a wall. It had to be a wall with a 3x3 of item frames to display their active collection, basically the set they were actively working on, collecting. And those were the only Hermitrons they could have. Then they had to put all the extras in a shared case where people could trade from and stuff like that. And there was all kinds of rules to it. You go check it out if you want. But since I'm the only person playing, we don't have anything like that. At least as far as I know, I'm the only person playing. As I said, I think everybody else is just dumping theirs. So yeah, how this works, since we don't have to build our own with item frames and stuff like that, we've got this thing called a Hermitron pedestal, which is crafted with any common Hermitron, some quartz, and some lapis blocks. And you create this pedestal, and what you do with it is you take your Hermitrons like this. Now I'm going to take this complete set now that I've got one, and you put them. You can actually shift click them in there. I forgot. Now the first time I did this crashed the game. Nice. Haha. And it said I now have 10 Hermitron points, so I suppose you get 5 points each. I'm hoping it did not give me those points for the first one because the game crashed. As soon as I clicked that button, it's kind of funny. That's actually when I noticed I wasn't recording. Alright, cool. So now I've got these 2 complete sets, and I don't know exactly what I want to do with them. Let's think about this. If there is 9, 10, so 19, I would need a regular chest. One regular chest could fit all of the completed sets, I suppose. The other thing that you can craft is called the Hermitron scoreboard, and that is just, again, any common Hermitron and then 3 lapis blocks, you get this Hermitron scoreboard. And I'm going to put it right here for now. No, I don't like that. I want to, let me get a block. Purple bricks. Sure, why not? Ah, it's already there. Hermitron scoreboard. And then I can click on it, and then it will show me the score. Now, anybody else who gets Hermitron points on the server, they'll just automatically show up here. So right now, I'm winning. What's up, y'all? Alright, so this is what I got going on. I think it looks pretty cool. Cherry wood planks for the red alpha side. And of course, dark wood planks for the blue beta side. And I've got these purple fungal stone in the middle. You know, red, blue equals purple. Pretty neat. Scoreboard up here. So I had a minor disaster while working on this. So in here, of course, this is the Tribe 9 version, and I've got my bag of holding. So this has got, this is where extras are going to go. So for example, in the beta case, I've got a few in the extras bag from Tribe 3 and from Tribe 6, and those, if you remember, are the ones that I have completed. Tribe 3, Tribe 6, so I no longer need those. So any from those tribe will go in that bag. But over here, on this chest here, when I went to move it, instead of using the chest transporter, my brain wasn't on, and I hit it with an axe like it was an ender chest, and these guys went exploding everywhere, and as you can see, I'm missing so many of these. I'm missing so many of them. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they exploded and ran off and went way off into the distance, and I just lost them, or weird inventory glitches like was happening. I thought I had all of them, but I mean, they didn't despawn. It didn't take me that long to clean it up. You know, I just plopped the chest back down and then started loading them into the chest, and then worried about sorting them later. So yeah, I don't know what happened with that. So I went out exploring, actually looking for more. I only found 3 cases in a little bit of time, so I'm gonna sort these out. And I also think I want to maybe move the pets up here, and maybe start doing something with the DecoCraft stuff. This seems like it would be a good platform for that. It seems like it fits in, like if I have pets, Hermitrons, DecoCraft. Seems like it all fits, right? So I'm going to maybe mess around with that. I know there's this, what do they call it? The DecoCraft bench, right? Alright, so I've moved the crystal chest with the pets up here, with a chest transporter this time. And I've got another chest, crystal chest up here now with all my DecoCraft stuff. DecoCraft. What is this, Legend of Zelda all over again? DecoCraft. And the Deco bench is actually, itself looks like a DecoCraft thing, especially like when you mouse over it and the hitbox like kind of outlines everything. It looks really weird. I don't think I like it. But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. It looks cool. It's just chilling over here. But yeah, if you right click on it, I know a few things about this. I've never ever messed with it, but just watching videos. So I know that you add these 3 different colored clays, these red, green, and blue, and these are special DecoCraft clays. These are not like your stained hardened these clay. Guys. These red crafting clay, blue crafting clay, green crafting clay, which is really hard to say, sand, dirt, and dye. So pretty easy to make. You basically just put your dye in here and it fills up It's internal tank, similar to a lot of the other machines in modded actually. And then you can, I guess these, I thought maybe these were like storage, where I could store stuff in here, but it doesn't look like it is. It just looks like recipes basically. So once you have enough stuff in here, you can craft stuff from this bench, and you can make all of this deco craft stuff, and there's a ton of stuff. I've also wanted to start cleaning up this area here because it's a bit of a mess. I might actually, this is up on a pedestal, I might put this down in the floor like everything else is, just to make it easier. But yeah, all these Hermitron cases, I've been cleaning them up. So I had, I had the one with all the cows in it, that got cleaned out. I had the one with old chicken eggs that I no longer needed, that got cleaned out. I took all of the duplicate Britannia trinkets I had and trashed them because I'm becoming a bit of a hoarder, and I'm trying to get away from that. So I trashed all the duplicate Britannia trinkets. These are all the ones that I have now. In this Hermitron case, these are all the statues that I have now. And over here I've got potions for some reason, and a bunch of tools and things. And now these specifically, this is my bag that's got all my Britannia stuff in it. And I want to make sure that I know where that's at. So other than that, I kind of feel like all of this stuff can just go into the ME system, because I want to show you guys. I have been, oh, it's the blue one. I have been upgrading it a bit. All of these are 64K drives. All of them. And most of these are not being used. Like, there's 0, 0. Alright, well, I couldn't find a special like toolbox or anything like that. So for now, I just put my 2 Britannia bags in here. And the rest of that stuff is all moved out of the center. The fridge is just now moved over here. I don't particularly know why. It's just where it ended up. I showed you my Britannia bags were in there. So I've crafted up a bunch of this crafting clay, 4 stacks of each color, so we can load up the table here. And I think I can shift click. Can I do more than one? No. So add to table. Oh man, I gotta click that in each time. So now, as you can see, once you load it in, this part kind of lights up, and the rest of the table lit up. I assume that once you have enough materials to make something in here, it goes from a dark gray to a light gray. So I can make this now. If I shift filters here, okay, art, bathroom, bedroom, miscellaneous, dungeon, ooh, doors and fences, cool, food, holiday. Alright, well, Halloween's coming up. Okay, skull candle, that's pretty cool. We'll make this. So I click on that. Oh, it put it in here. And then it looks like it used stuff. So, oh man, it happens as soon as you click on it. So you gotta make sure you're ready. Alright, it was one of each. So yeah. Alright, and then you pick it up. And now, I suppose, if I place Deco Craft on top of the chest, can you still open it? I can. Nice. Sweet. Decorated for Halloween. Sorry about that. So yeah, this area is not looking that great. It's got all these different openings. I do not like this. I just don't. I don't mind these, right? Because these are still closed off and they go up, the corners. But these two over here that don't really lead anywhere, if I was to do that here, it would look weird, right? So if I ever want to add any in the corners here, it would be weird. I think that this bottom floor should be more of a main hub, and I think I should add a secondary layer up here, and that will also give me room because I do want to add a dome to the top of this, right? I don't want this to be wide open, so that means I've got a lot of work to do. We got to do a major redesign of the primary platform here, and I think one of the things that's really going to help us is an item that Skoozi reminded me of. Thank you, sir. Called a dimensional transceiver. So this is an item from Ender.io. I hold shift on it. It says it transports items, fluids, and power wirelessly across any distance and between dimensions. So I assume that means this needs to be chunk loaded, obviously, and we can set things up. Now I've seen some people on YouTube mess with these, and I kind of have an idea how they work. All right, so I've hooked up this dimensional transceiver, the first one here, right at the Scalium reactor, right off the back of this main primary capacitor bank. Right now, I'm interested in this power setup, and I've created a private channel for my reactor power, and I'm thinking if I set this to send, that now this transceiver is sending power into that channel, is how I interpret that. Now there's other channels for it looks like items and fluid as well, but right now I'm only messing with the channel, and of course Turtle's got his in here. It doesn't look like his is locked. I wonder, can I oh well, I can send into it, of course. Can I receive power from him? I'm gonna start stealing Turtle's power. just kidding. Might want to lock that down, buddy. But yeah, so I'm going to be sending into this channel, this power channel from this receiver, is I think how that works. So now I'm wondering, okay, if I come over somewhere, anywhere, it doesn't matter. I'm just testing this out. I've got a second transceiver. I've actually got a third one. But if I click on this and I click on here and I go to my reactor power and hit receive here, now it's getting power. That is pretty slick. Okay, so that means I can build these dimensional transceivers, and I can build one for each of these platforms, and I no longer need to move these energy conduits around. I have wireless power access, basically wireless access to my Scalium reactor, which that is pretty sweet. What I don't have, and what I've got to put my brain to, because I feel like between all of these different interchest options and import-export buses, inter-IO connections, I'm pretty sure there's some way I can use this dimensional transceiver to kind of hook up to my ME system, I think. So right after recording that last clip, I started thinking about how I can solve this problem, and it didn't take long at all for me to come to the conclusion that I can't. I don't think it's possible. But of course, I don't know all the mods and stuff yet, so I decided to test some stuff out anyways. And if you take a look down here in the computer room, I have hooked up this blue ender chest to the main ME system here via a storage bus. And that is important to know, to keep in mind as we are looking over this system, which is over here. I've got the same blue ender chest here, and I have tried many different variations using storage buses, using these are ME interfaces, with interfaces, without interfaces, using interfaces here, using interface to storage bus, to interface storage bus. I've tried so many different things, and the conclusion is just that it doesn't work. This dimensional transceiver does not appear to be helping me at all. I've tried. I can't directly interact with it with applied energistics, except with this energy acceptor, and all that does is convert power. So yeah, it looks like I am going to have to run cables everywhere. So what I've actually already done in between clips is run under the ground my ME cables. So as you can see under here, there are no cables at all anymore. The only stuff that I've got going on, I think if I break this one, maybe this one. Okay, there it is. So these ME cables are actually running up from underneath. They're coming up from the inside of this pillar, and then this dimensional transceiver is receiving power from my AZ reactor power station that I've got hooked up in basically directly to the main capacitor in there. So that's pretty sweet. So this is what's providing the power, so I don't need to run inter-IO conduits at least. And since, as we know, the inter-IO conduits cannot share a space with the ME conduits, I guess that at least also saves us some space. I don't know. I don't know. It almost seems like it doesn't matter since I have to run the AE cables anyway. But whatever. It's still kind of cool. it's still kind of cool. All right. So this means that I need to get started on the second floor here. I want to move most of this stuff up a level, and I can power the second floor with the transceiver. And if I want to, I might be able to use conduit or cable facades. Actually, no, I can't, because cable facades do not connect. And I want all the stuff to be connected to texture. So somewhere there's going to be an exposed AE cable. But I want to get a second floor in place and kind of make everything a little more official. All right, so I've got this ceiling / floor on here. And it's pretty cool. I think it's definitely wide enough to get stuff done up here. That clearly is meant to be a second floor. But it's not quite as wide as the first one, so I can just drop down if I want to, or fly up here. And of course, if I don't have flying, there's always the trusty elevator. So what I've got going on while I've been doing that is I've been getting some glowstone chickens going. I have been trying to get a bunch of glowstone. I've got more eggs there getting ready to hatch. That is because I've decided, as you can see, I've got a builder block here. I've known that I'm going to dome this off, like with kind of a shallow dome shape, the whole time. I've been waiting to do it, and now that I've got this floor in, I think I'm ready. If I click on this and show you the preview mode for what I'm planning on doing, this is pretty sweet. It's really big, but I mean, yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I don't like that there is a bottom layer here. It's kind of hard to see, but there's a bottom layer, and I don't like that. I don't want there to be a bottom layer, but I can't figure out how in the builder block to turn it off, so we're just gonna do it without one. So what I've been doing, as I said, I've got those glowstone chickens going, is I have been painting the glowstone to be the big tile marble that I've been using. So that's what I'm gonna make it out of. I'm gonna make the entire thing out of glowstone that's been painted to look like marble. So it's all going to be glowing. These, I don't know if you guys noticed, it's pretty bright in here. There is painted glowstone all throughout this base. That's why it's all bright, even though it is nighttime. And, I do have that ocelot pet, but it's not on my action bar, so it's not doing anything. Yep, okay. So chest full of this painted glowstone. That's pretty nuts. Okay, so all I should have to do is that. Nice. Well, now it's doing it in like that half first. So, fortunately. And I don't know what'll happen if I clear out this bottom level by myself and then like re-add it to the chest on top. I'm not sure what'll happen. I mean, I guess I could try. I think it's even empty now. Yeah. But that's pretty sweet. Alright, well, originally I built this out of painted glowstone, like I said I was going to, and it was ridiculous, you guys. It was so bright. It was actually kind of hard to look at. Not only was it bright, giving off light, but because every single block was a light source, there was no shadows at all. It looked weird, and it was very bright in color as well. It was not fun to look at. So what I've got now is I rebuilt it out of actual marble, and I've been replacing bits of it with painted glowstone. I'm sure if we hunt around here, we can find one. Yeah, but it's in here. I mean, you can see that it's glowing, and I'm having some issues though on the edges here. I don't understand why the edges are looking so weird. Like the ones in here are fine. Like there's one, see, but it doesn't look any different than the tiles around it. But for some reason, this one is looking all weird. This one's looking all weird. I don't actually need that one too much, but because the ones above it are providing enough light for this layer. But once we get down to the next layer, it starts getting dark, and I kind of would like to add some more, but if it's gonna be looking weird like that, I think that might just have to be how it is. And that's actually pretty well lit up. I mean, there's not gonna be any mob spawning on there, of course, because we are inside of mini mega torches. Oh yeah, there's been some weird lag on the server lately. Not sure what's going on with that. But anyways, under here, yeah, under here, when it was all painted glowstone, it was pretty gnarly. So yeah, this is looking pretty good. I've gone and added more structure in here, so now it looks like it's just a big dome kind of resting on here in place. But that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, we have been out here for quite a while today doing lots of stuff, and we're running definitely on the long side of this video. We're gonna have to do a bunch of editing. Hopefully it turns out okay. I know I said I wanted to move all of this stuff up there, and after thinking about it, that's not entirely true. Now that I've built this on here, I'm getting a better feel for what's going to actually go on. But to start with, any place where I've got like chests and Ender IO spaghetti, that obviously means I could use a better automated system somewhere. And now I've got the space up here to do that. So in the upcoming episodes, we're going to take care of that. But we are definitely out of time for this one, you guys. It's definitely on the long side. Sorry about that. If you did like it, though, please do hit that like button. Leave me a comment down below if you've got any suggestions or any ideas of things I can do out here. Let me know what you're thinking of the base so far. And if you are enjoying my content, of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. There's a bunch of other PrimeFools as well. Their links are in my description. Check out their channel, subscribe to their channels, and like their videos and comment and stuff like that. Let them know that AZ sent you over there. So, guys, as always, until next time, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.